Hey Sachidanand, welcome to this special webinar on science of worry. William Shakespeare says, I have yet never heard that words can cure a wounded heart. Okay? So generally people say, don't worry, don't get angry. But the listener has very little impact. That is why if he knows the science of worry, if he understands how it can be removed, if the proper understanding is there, it helps a lot. So we have this special webinar specially for the internees of Nalanda University. And it is to be presented by the Vice President of Academic and Research, Mr. Lalabhai Patel, sir. So let us start with the prayer, Sansar Vigna Nivarak, three mantra. Om Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Uvasyayanam, Namo Loe Sava Sahunam, Eso Pancha Namukkara, Sava Pavapanakam, Mangalanam Cha Savesin, Padamam Havai Mangalam, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Sachidan. Yes. Lala Sahib, please, we welcome you for this very special topic because, as per my knowledge and reading, very little is spoken or talked or written on this topic. People can hardly imagine that there can be science of worries too. Yesterday, we studied the four types of dhyan, so artha dhyan, no? The underlying factor behind artha dhyan is worry. So this is very interesting subject, and I'm very thankful to technology that this session is being recorded. Lala sir, welcome. Jai Sachidanand. Please. बताइए sir.
Thank you, Sumakandi. Yesterday we discussed about the types of dhyana. One of those was Artha Dhyan, and worry is also a part of Artha Dhyan. Artha Dhyan, we could come to know that where you, the person himself, is not thinking of harming others, but he is contemplating about his own miseries. Worry is one of those, right? Now, worry, everybody's is experienced. This is not unknown. Everybody has this. So it is very easy, but generally we don't contemplate deeper about it, why the worries are happening. You'll hardly find anyone who doesn't have worry. Right? Even I am talking to you, I might be worried. So it is not like an electric switch that you stop worrying at your will. Still, if we try to understand through the wisdom of great people, there can be a somewhat mitigation of the worries. To whatever extent the worry has been remedied or addressed, that improves your level of happiness, your health, because most of the health issues at the core of the worries, them is worry only, right? So let us try to explore this issue with the help of science of Dada Bhagwan. And as you know, Dada Bhagwan was an enlightened being, but his knowledge is so holistic. You could ask him anything. He himself was a businessman. He himself was a householder. So he has undergone various situations, positive but negative also. All of us are undergoing. Right? So let us try to understand the science of worries. First of all, it should help us. And once you know, see, generally, whom would you like to meet? There are two kinds of persons. There are people who are always worrying, right? So, but there are people who are less worrying. So generally, you will feel when you want to meet, you would like to prefer to meet a person who is less worrisome. Suppose you have four friends, one is less worrisome, you would prefer to meet him, right? Right? Why? Because worry also is a contagious thing. Contagious. If you have no worry and still you sit with a worried person, he will talk to you in such a manner that you will also start worrying. Right? And if he's worry free, your worries will come down. Right? So being worry free is also a great service. It will improve your human interactions, circles, your acceptability, and so many things. Worry, getting rid of worries to whatever extent brings cheerfulness, first of all to us and also to others. So that is one thing why this session and thinking about it can be helpful to all of us. If a doctor is cheerful, there are more patients, you may have seen. Once a doctor, you had been to doctor, right? All of us. How do we select our doctor? Ah,
I got fracture in my foot.
ah,
So we went to the doctor that Medas Adventist Hospital is there. We went to this hospital, doctor, and it was not paining that much. But he pushed it in such a way that I shouted.
ah.
Okay. What happened? Where did you get down from? Means his face, his expression, even though he was the senior most doctor, I told her and I didn't want to go to him.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah.
Happens.
And then I went another doctor, Dr. Shanik Shah, and he was such a cheerful person. Man, only 1.5 months, only 45 days. I said 45 days, I also get home. What do you do? You don't want to increase for 90 days. We got 45 years.
Wait, correct, no? Correct.
And there, at Madras Advantage, I was having free of cost treatment because of
Yes.
yes. But still I didn't went and I paid 10,000 rupees to this doctor.
Right? It is this, remember,
Yes.
wherever you are, a professor is cheerful. Students would like to attend his session.
Yes.
Right? Same thing about doctor. I remember when I was studying in primary school. Okay, one old man, he told me, okay, बेटा तुम्हें डॉक्टर होना चाहिए. So I remained cheerful. Okay, so if you become a doctor, it will be good thing because that. No. So merely having academic qualifications doesn't ensure your success in the career. Nobody asks your certificate once you are in profession.
Right.
How do you deal with the people?
Yes.
How do you deal with yourself? These are the crucial things which matter for most of your time life after studying, professional life. So let us try to understand this. I tell you my own case. When I saw Dada Bhagwan, he was always ever cheerful. That itself light us. For whatever reason, some pretext will go and meet him. Okay, always cheerful. That was attracting us as youth. We had so many worries, right? Job related. But once you meet him, you forget all your worries. Yesterday, I shared his video, how he handles most complicated questions very cheerfully, right? So this is the case, and this can be done as we discussed before 4 5 days. We are doing nothing wrong, still we are worried.
Yes.
We are not doing any bad things in our life, correct or not? But still our faces are gloomy, as if we have done something wrong, right? So if we have done something wrong, no doubt we should worry. But we are living a normal life and still, okay, there must be some reason. And it must be remedied, right? Tell me, you're telling something.
Just started reading sessions. And being here, and it's a personal experience that we tend to think many things and then we are worried about it. In our subconscious, we are constantly worried about it. Since past 2 days, that's what that I don't remember what I'm worried about, and that feeling though sustains. I am trying to remember that why am I having this feeling?
Ah.
Why am I worried? I don't remember it anymore.
Right? Say, it depends, say the circle affects you. Our mutual aura affects us. Certain places are like that. Okay, but they are again charged like this. Okay, this place has been visited by enlightened people, right? Jnani Purush. All these things. So let us explore the subject. So the visual guide to the mechanics of the mind, we try to understand scientifically, analyzing critically. So natural order you see. Human is not the only living being in the world. There are 8.4 million kinds of species and many subspecies within each species. And you will find nobody except the human worries. Now, animals, even plants, birds, every morning all birds sing. You must have heard. They're not singing for others, they sing for themselves. Right or wrong? They don't have anything, no stock. There is no system for stocking except the ants and some insect. They don't stock anything for tomorrow or afternoon. Still they are happy. Right? So there must be something. Human being has so many supportive things. So cows, birds, insects operate on instinct and presence. They experience no mental friction about the past or future. The human anomaly, you see, so chronic worry, various levels of worry we have always, despite our supreme intelligence as compared to other animals. Humans are the only being that mentally Okay, muted the present moment into a state of continuous suffering. They are unable to think about present. They just switch past or present. Dada Bhagwan says the root cause is ego. I never knew this till I came to know from him. The worry is the greatest egoism. Is his deduction, reduce it. Because we are oblivious of nature and nature's laws. And we think everything we are responsible. Worrying implies, what does it imply? The subconscious belief that you are the ultimate creator, manager, and controller of the everything. Okay. When we worry, the ego is attempting to take the self-operating laws of nature into his own hands. Right? And by that, he cannot do that. Right? So, this is the issue. Sundarkanji, can we move this black? Or should we this color? We don't need it. Is it possible? I don't know. Caption setting up and covers. We don't know. We don't know whether it is possible or not. Not going now. Yes. So,
PDF है नहीं तो नहीं होता
So, do you run this world? We must know that we are not running this world. Nobody asks us. When you don't even have the independent power to control your own digestion, all of you know, most of your even own bodily related functions, 90-95%, they run without you, without consulting you. And if it is consulted, you know it. On the contrary, spoils. Your health spoils. If you think too much. Correct, you know? So, why carry the burden of the universe? That is what. Right? So, which are these spheres of control? One should know what is in my hand, what is not. Right? If I try to control which is out of my control, definitely worry will be there. And that itself will not bring the things into your control. So accepting that. Okay, so small analysis will see. Say, it is not the situation, but our reaction to the situation, which we can manage to an extent. It depends upon our level of understanding. And the level of understanding can be developed through right knowledge. There are knowledge right or not right. Say, we can't say wrong, but it's not so right. So your source of knowledge matters. If we are worried, that means there is some problem in our source of knowledge. See, the most knowledgeable people, enlightened me, they are very free that we can reduce. That worry can be remedied. They have remedied with the right knowledge. So right knowledge is the key. And wrong knowledge is the trigger. It triggers the worries. This is what we can understand. what we can do? Our sincere effort and hard work. Right? Our intent and present moment focus that we can handle. We want to handle. Then external, what is out of your full control is the ultimate outcome or result. Ultimate, because your effort is only one of the factors. And so many other factors combine, and then the outcome takes place. So you can take care of your own road, but other things are not in control. Right? कबीर जी के धीरे धीरे हे मना, धीरे सब कुछ होए, माली सिंचे सौ गड़ा, ऋतु आवे फल होए। तुम्हारा खुद का आम का ट्री है, आप उसको जितना भी पानी दो, उसके टाइम पर फल देता है। तुम्हारा कुछ उसमें चलता, तो these are the factors. आम को कब आएगा वो you cannot hasten it, right? Although it is your own, correct or not? So that means you have to know the nature's laws and systems and everything. You are not the sole factor. That is what one has to be mindful. Second aspect is, if you try to control which is not in your control, your time and energy will go waste. And to that extent, that cannot be dovetailed or channelized for the sphere of control, which already you have. Right? Then lifespan, not our control, how much we live. There are also some controls that you take care of your health. Know the rules of nature about your health. Comply to it. Right? God is not interested to make you sick. Why should he be interested? It is a signal. Sickness is a signal that we have broken some law of nature, physiological, system. So, then actions of loved one, it is out of our control. You see so many cases, right? They will behave, it is not there. Any other living being, they may not behave as per your command and control and wishes. That also is there. They have different karmic complications. If I am a doctor, I want to make my child or grandchild a doctor. This is bound to create worries. Because I don't know that everybody is unique. Right? Unique soul. भगवत गीता में भगवान ने कहा है कि आत्मा एक है। तो I only asked through Dada Bhagwan, I came to know ek means one type, not one entity. All souls are unique, but potentially similar in the quality, but not one. So Dada says, if it were one, then if one Atma, like Lord Rama, goes moksha, you should have one. So it is an individual thing, remember. Right? It solves so many puzzles of Bhagavad Gita by simply understanding the right meaning, what God wanted to know. Language has limitation. Ek means ek sa. Like, not the same, similar he want to say. Difference between same and similar. So, this is how then surrounding like global economies, past karma, yours and many other people, all these mixed together, all factors coming together and the time factor, they make the things happen. So it may be possible the things may not happen most of the time at your time, and your way. This may not take place. So worry occurs exclusively when we mentally step out of swasatta, my own sphere of control, and attempt to manipulate parsatta, other sphere of control. Okay. So, no doubt, man is a thinking animal. We definitely have think. Okay. So initially we'll think, plan naturally. Okay. We assess the situation. Assessing the situation requires intelligence. Assessment, no issue. It should be done. Right? Then what should I plan? Planning. We are planning our day. Person living without planning is waste. So planning is not worrying. Correct, no? Planning is not worrying. One should plan. Right? Then thinking and then, but there is a limit to it. When thinking crosses the limit, okay, that spiral of thoughts goes on increasing and ultimately it results into worry. Right? The point where planning is complete and no further immediate action can be taken. That is the limit. Because after that limit to know, understand. These are the remedies now we are discussing. Worry is such a thing that everybody knows. Okay. Everybody experiences. So now we are straight away moving to the remedying portion and understanding portion. When thoughts exceed their natural limit, they begin to loop. So one worry creates multiple worries. It's a loop, repeating, causing internal friction and mental spiraling without generating solutions. So that we have the right to think and plan. But the overthinking, overthinking, because then when you cross the limits, so the other fellow should behave like this. So when you enter the parasatta, that is overthinking, fear of beyond your control. That is the beginning of entering the danger zone. Right? We have the right to think and plan, but the moment a thought loops into friction, it has become a toxic worry. Right? Otherwise, the insane people also don't worry. So it is not the case. Person should think and plan and like that. Okay? We are not saying thinking there is no ban, but to what level you think. So myth is worrying, we think that worry helps me get things done and prepare me for the worst. It is not worrying, but it is thinking. You have to take precautions, this, that, no doubt. Schedule it, planning, everything. You have to plan for you, you have to plan for your family, you have to plan for your lifespan, savings plan, financial plan, these are all required. Right? So that is not the worry. Planning is okay. Right? But planning about others' behavior. You can plan for your children also, because you are parents. But so and so should behave as per your plan. That may happen, that may not happen. If you engage in the managerial job, then you will know this. And you have to manage people. The most difficult thing, complicated thing in the world is managing people.
Yes.
And still you have to do it. If you are administrator, what can you do? You are responsible for so many people. But there you have to plan. Okay. Try. But again, right? So the reality, worry introduces antaraya karma, first of all, spiritual obstructions, too much of worry. Right? The worrying actively degrades your performance because your energies are lost, your sleep is lost, your health deteriorates. So ultimately, I have seen so many brilliant people, I tell you. So many years I have been actively involved in HRD. and training people. Right? Intelligent people, especially government, central government organization, they are not recruited at home. They pass through very tough examination. Okay, they have quality, but they have not managed their health. So despite everything, around 35, 40, they have developed so many health issues. Now, then everything goes waste, no? So, like this, worry does not prevent the bad outcome. It actively delays and harms the task at hand. Because if I feel sick, right? If I'm driving, then I make an accident. So many things are there, right? Especially physical and mental energies are leak. So a lot of leakage takes place, right? Your capacity comes down. If you are working at 100% capacity, it may be 70 or 80, right? Sometimes as a manager, it may be your duty also to help your staff to reduce their worries. It is my duty to help Chandrakant that he doesn't enter into. He must have observed it. I can anticipate this will trigger worry. Right? So this is how. Then only the institution can run. Right? So that kind of anticipation is also not a worry. Correct?
Right?
That has to be done now. That is the planning.
He said yes.
Yes, that is the planning. You have to anticipate this may happen. What should I do? On your plan A. Sometimes in administration, you have to have always two plans.
Yes, plan
And if you are in higher administration, three plans. Plan A. If it doesn't fail, plan B. Even if it fails, plan C. Right? And you have not to declare. Because if you declare, then there will be sabotage. Right? Because there are people in the world or in your office who will sabotage your plan. Okay, that is natural. So these are the things, right? So planning and worrying is different.
And it's good later. This is then later create worry because now you have short time now.
Yes.
Then you become worry later now.
If you don't work on time, that's why Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna has given word, Dirgha Sutri. You may have read. Dirgha Sutri means who takes unduly long time in doing the things. Dirgha Sutri. In those 5,000 years before, there were people, procrastinator. Dirgha Sutri, English is this, who procrastinates. So that creates so many issues. That's why one has to know time management.
Yes.
Right? And whose time management? First, your own time management. That day we discussed management start with MAN. You have to manage the man. Which man? You, first man, you. If you are unable to manage yourself, you can't manage the people. Right? So that is not the worry. Planning is not worrying. Even the country also plan. We have a 5-year plan,
Yes.
It's there. We have planning commission, planning ministry. Nothing wrong. Okay, so here we are not degrading that. So, all remembrance of the past causes regret and worry. Okay, past has happened now. And happened has happened. You can learn from the past. But you can't hold on to the past. If you hold on, nothing is going to. So, Dada says you have to forgive yourself. Or before forgiving others. Okay. You should forgive others, but you should forgive yourself also. Right? Because what has happened, like in karmic things, karma is such a factor, no? That is past life. And that due to those things, something has happened in your life. like accident, for example. Right? Now it has happened. And that karma is past karma is your previous birth. You don't remember. Right? This birth you are Rakhi, past birth you may be somebody else. That time something was charged. Now it has happened. So you forgive yourself also if it has happened. Right?
And this is a very big thing. Forgive yourself, because I have seen many those who are having a guilty factor that because of me, this thing had happened in my family or to my husband or to my child or something. So I am guilty, and because of that, this present is being that state. And they are not able to perform also in the relation. Yes, guilt
Guilt.
factor is a
Guilt
biggest
factor.
factor.
Guilty consciousness, all those things we have to take care. Okay? But
No, that is
art, it's a art means art.
After is to give faith to your own self, and after is the grace, or after that is the
Yes, Artha, yes.
After.
So this is how worry is a part of Artha Dhyan. Worry is Artha Dhyan. Yes. Past and causes regret. Okay. So one has to work upon it. What kind of worries I have? Whether they are past, ill related, then through thinking, the beauty of the thing is through right thinking, this can be remedied. Right? All mental agonies can be remedied with the right knowledge. That is the best thing. Correct or not? And who has to do it? One has to do it. If you are happy with your worries, go on, no issue. But you want to do that, right? Then present, exact present moment is the only actionable reality. It's a fact. But it's a rare thing. Although I am teaching, I tell you, I am not able to remain in present always. But I've seen enlightened beings, they have this quality. All God. You see Lord Krishna, always cheerful. Right? You can't find his picture with a sulky face. Right? And the most difficult circumstance is from birth to death he has faced. Still, so present, right? Then future is unknown. All and those simply you what you think it is an only anticipation of the unformed future causes fear. And fear and future also you have a role, remember. Because you are there. So the approach it is one of the factor. What you do, that also is one of the important factors in framing the future moments for you. So there you can focus. But whole outcome, if your own factoring is improper, then the outcome will also be like that. So to that extent, you have to take care. So your future is not that, say, mechanical. You are a factor. What you do at present, that becomes a factor in shaping your future. Like that. So that extent you can think and plan. Correct or not? So when sitting down onto a plate of food, enjoy it entirely, Dada says. If the body is eating but the mind is elsewhere, then you are starving the present moment to feed a delusion. And nothing is going to happen. Right? But this everybody has the experience. To the extent it is improved, you see your health will improve. I tell you, all of you know, Sai Priya, theory of calorie. I am a student of agriculture. So I have interest in the subject of nutrition and all those things. So you know this much food, this much calories. Very famous, no? Once I saw a dog running. Can I run at the speed of dog? Then what calorie he consumes and what calorie I consume. I thought.
Yes.
I am eating multiple of his calories. Correct or not? No? So, why, what is the reason? I just, it is my thought, that he has no leakage of energy in worrying. So even if it's a small quantity of a poor quality food, he or she gets a full energy. Dada Bhagwan says that there is this, it is a possible that your food, small quantity of food will convert as much as blood in you if you are not worrying. You may have seen people are eating so much, still they are not, okay, physically also going thinner and thinner, right? So it has so many dimensions, right? Calorie also, if you are taking all calorie and worrying, those calorie goes waste. And see, these are the examples, animals, right? They are the reality or not? Fact, you can observe for yourself. Do not carry the burden of one department. Dada's advice is this. You compartmentalize your. So Dhyani Purush, he has the ability to see the world in a different way. He says, you go to the post office. What does the post office does? Sorting. North, east, west, like that. Then city-wise. Then dispatch. Correct or not? Similarly, he says, you compartmentalize your life. Study, body, this, that, parent, society. And accordingly, wherever you are attending particular thing, you attend that. Then another department. Don't switch over to the departments mentally. Okay, try to do it. Another way is here that in your homely affairs also, you decide departments. That in my home, say, Bhavya, my grandson, if he will do this, then don't worry about that if he is matured enough. Right? Husband, wife, certain areas you demarcate. Decide you will not enter into each other unless the help is asked. Right? Then you save a lot of time, worries, and disputes.
For things you save your relationship. There is
Right?
no bitterness in it.
Correct? So that is a department. Very good. In our offices also, if you are managing some staff, don't enter into their department. Correct or not? You allow them to make mistakes. Okay. Occasionally advise. Otherwise, you will not be able to delegate. If you don't delegate, you will be worried. You can't work for 20 people if you are managing 20. So that is also kind of it. Right? Allocate the duties, don't interfere much. Right? Give them freedom. Depends in the family also, this works. And for your own also, wherever you are, accordingly. Okay? Worry is simply the cross contamination of life's departments. These are just knowing, remember. We can't do this overnight, remember. I can't do this. As your trainer also, teacher also. But once we know, it makes difference. Right? I have tried the departmentalization in my house after I met Dada. It has helped a lot. Right? My all shopping is done by his grandmother. Right? Now his mother. We don't know. Right? That way they are also expert in that. So you can allocate the work, trust, and according to their own expertise. See, our India's social life takes into consideration the biological expertise and assigning the roles. Okay, that people have not understood. It is not a gender equality. If there was a gender equality, there will be only one gender God has created. Why God has created different genders? They have special capabilities. And if they work according to their biological and natural capabilities, they will not feel the burden. And if you are asked to handle something which you are biologically less competent in the scheme of nature, you'll start worrying. Correct or not? Suppose a 18 months old child, okay, if a father is asked to give him medicine, father cannot convince that child to consume the medicine. He will slap 2, 3 times. And mother can do it every day. It's natural. Right or not? Now, if you try to teach the father, it may not be possible. So, those who are good at it, in management also will have to learn. You can't give everybody equal work. Correct or not? You have to see the person, his ability, natural flair for it, and accordingly you assign. These are the issues. Right? So, one is simply the crosslook like that. So, both way, departmentalize, okay, for yourself as well as if you are in charge, like that. Delegation is a full different thing one has to learn. If you are managing the people, if you don't know a delegation, you will be hell. Right? Karmic consequences. Now, he says it is Artha Dhyan. Dada says worry is a Artha Dhyan. Artha Dhyan means the charge is karma. Now we are already worried. Additionally, you are earning the charging of karma. You see. So mitigating the worry also reduces the new charging of karma. Right? So worry arises from a lack of trust. Another thing we are talking now. Lack of trust, delegation. We are not delegating. Why we are not delegating? We do not trust the ability of other person. So you are overloaded or worrying. I have assigned this, but he won't do it right away or like that. Correct or not? So this is how it goes. Right?
There, not the trust, but this can be taken as trust because the thing I want on my way, ego can also play.
My way.
My way.
My way.
The expectation you can.
My way means, and your way is not foolproof.
Yes.
Your boss want his way. Everybody has a boss or not? You can't live in this world boss free. Right? Try it and you'll realize. Always you have to discipline yourself. Boss also has a boss. Okay, everybody is a boss. Right? So it's a wrong notion. Right?
You see, I think Bhagwan is the live example of this, sir.
Hmm.
He trusted Bhavya that he can drive car.
Ah.
Gave him opportunity to drive from Ahmedabad to Mumbai. And he became that here, our that
Right.
Generally, father do not hand over car.
Ah.
No, don't touch it. Even wife.
So
More than
trust.
Trusting very
So this is a wonderful thing. If you are worried, that means you do not trust others who are willing to help you. Micromanage. She says micromanagement is the biggest problem all managers are facing. They manage the things which they are not supposed to manage. Small things, no? That way. Right? I have had so many experiments done in my life because I had this kind of job. No? So I was a management faculty, so I had to teach the management.
And your experiences helped me out in my
Everyone
management.
Definitely. I've done
I
it.
have
No?
managed 80
Yes.
people under me.
Ah.
So it's really helping.
Yes, definitely. Managing you and managing staff, a big different thing. So
we have one more topic, so
yes, we'll go. Worry arises from a lack of trust in the natural order. And also we'll add lack of trust to others. Right. Then it binds the karma and definitely it is the internal suffering. You are worrying for the things which the nature is supposed to do, or others are supposed to do. So there is no mismanagement in the universe. Nature operates exactly as it should. Right? It happens. Not a single minute of outcome is unjust. Everything is an exact return of past accounts, but there also you were a party. Remember. So what we can learn? Learn from the past and face the future. That much only. Right? So nature system is flawless. Attempting to fix it through worry is both arrogant and useless. It is arrogance. Why so much of rain? It is too hot. Who asked you?
What's your opinion? I agree with that.
Right? Nobody asked you. Why you will pass on judgments for the nature? If there are rains, you buy an umbrella and go. Right? Some people say when going out, oh God, there should not be rains. Hurry, you are binding a big karma for that. Because so many people are waiting for rains. And just you have no umbrella, you pray to the God. God will punish you.
Yes.
You won't punish, but nature punishes you for this kind of interference. Right? So adjusting with the nature. So worry, a mistake occurs, okay. Then say servant break the glass, that is the example here already explained to you. Right? Nobody break the glass willingly. No? But this happened. So first of all, anything happens, you have to know whether it has happened willingly or unwillingly. If it unwillingly happened, that means it has happened. Forget it. Whatever has. Okay. So then losing the peace creates a problem. Confront how to say, good, I will buy now new ones. No issue. Right? Scolding someone for no fault of his. He tried to avoid. Still this happened. Okay? Breaking the glass is an example. So facing a problem with decisive actions and acceptance is a shield. It prevents worry. Generates positive internal power. Right? Whether you can do it, okay. Whether you can undo it. So ego-driven mind and liberated mind. Liberated means liberated from insistences. Liberated from ignorance. Okay. The ego-driven mind says, believes it is the ultimate controller. Type A personality in organizational behavior, we call it. They will have BP, diabetes, this, that. I am also diabetic, I tell you. I tried to control.
There is genetic also, no?
Maybe or may not be total thing, because I had no perfect knowledge. With the improvement in the knowledge, but there was a period I didn't know this. Okay, then I want everything my way. What happens? Diabetes will come. Things will not happen in my way. Okay. Blood pressure especially. Diabetes is secondary. Blood pressure is the thing. Which directly related with type A personality. Which everything wants his way. Okay. Like that. So I don't have blood pressure. My doctor always was surprised. You see, you are the rare person in the State Bank of India officers who don't have a blood pressure. Okay. Otherwise, all officers almost all have a BP. Okay. So, belief is ultimate controller, obsesses over the unchangeable past and unknown future. Unchangeable past. Future is unknown. Operates at 70% less capacity, because of friction. Views life as a series of threats, as if there is a threat. It is not a threat. Life is not a challenge. People are always in a fighting mood. So your adrenal goes on. That increases your breath rate. That decreases your lifespan. And BP increases. And then liberated, proper knowledge, understand the exactness of self-operated, knowing the nature, very, very helpful. Remains hyper-focused on present moment, full focus. Operate full capacity with no wastage. Experience is samadhi. Samadhi means wow. Samadhi means what? Adi means what, Sundar Gandhi? Mental affliction.
Yes.
Right? Samadhi means absence of it.
Yes.
Right? Samadhi, normal thinking. Words are really wonderful. Our Sanskrit, Hindi, Gujarati words, they have very, very deep meaning. Where there is truth, there is no worry. Where there is worry, there is no truth. So it's a realistic. Where you are not realistic, unrealistic thinking, believing, everything unrealistic, that creates worry. Right? And that decreases efficiency. So true liberation is not escaping the world. You can't escape, I tell you. Where will you go? You go to jungle, you will be worried or not? Tiger will come, this will come. In the night you go. Right? There are there is no water nowadays in jungle. All environment has created a problem. So there is no worry-free place. Remember, you can't escape. You have to sad and balance and remain adjusted to it. So, but understanding the outcomes to nature while remaining observer. So these are various things.
Wonderful, sir. And I have a question.
Ah.
If we have to stop worry, right? With what we can replace this worry? अब माइंड है उसको चिंता तो हो रही है
हाँ हो ही है।
ऐसा क्या डालें कि वो चिंता हट जाए उसकी जगह पर वो हो जाए
तो
नाम
right
जब वगैरह सजेस्ट करते हैं
no right knowledge. All when there is worry, people do remedy. Remember, you ask the right question. But what remedies? You have to analyze your own remedies. Some people drink. Right? Stop worrying. It doesn't stop worrying. Worry is happening inside, but they are unconscious to that. Okay, they become deep to the worries. Deepness is not the case.
Right. Some people smoke.
Some people smoke.
Worry.
I had a boss who smoked 3-4 cigarettes in a hour. Constant smoker he was.
Yes, yes.
But ultimately I found, I respect him. He died around 45. Highly intelligent fellow. Or a smoke. Right? So what? Okay, small child. What happens? So there is the mitigation of worry. People use different. Some people overeat, sleep.
Yes.
Right?
And shopping, sir.
Spiritually, people do नाम जप. There also, but during नाम जप, no issue. It is good. से नाम जप कोई भगवान का नाम ले, भगवान को चिंता नहीं है, इसलिए आपको नहीं होगी. It's good. You say Krishna, Krishna definitely will help because Krishna had no worries. Correct or not? Mahavir had no worries. So simply by Mahavir Mahavir karo to bhi aapko help hota hai. You find some new insights also for handling the worries. Right? Dada Bhagwan helps. They did not have. But you remember those who have, you will have. Right? So, but proper way is that, yes, prayers is a one thing. Prayers should be a part of your daily routine. Most of the people who are worrying, I found, prayer, they don't, unable to spare time for prayers. Sometimes they are overloaded also. Even my own career, for I think around 1 year or so, I could not find time for prayer. I am still repenting for it, I tell you. So more worries. Worry is prayer is an antidote to worry. And if it is a scientific prayer like Dada has taught us, you will see the results that your worries have come down. How do the worries come down? Your intuition improves. And if intuition improves, you see the right thing and take a right decision. So worry, the name of God gives you light.
Wow.
That is the inside. And you are able to strengthen your mind. So there are two ways. If your mind is strong, less worries. So mantras make your mind strong. So you are able to face the situations. If you are able to face the situation, less worry. Worry is when you are unable to face the situation, you feel worried. Right? Similarly, body. If your body is strong, you will have no health-related worries. Correct or not?
Very good. Very good.
So who will attend to your body? You will attend. Who will attend? Right? So you have to see your own routine, food habits, everything. Okay?
And worries give also birth to fear.
Huh?
Worries give birth to fear.
Give
Birth to fear.
birth to huh?
That is why there is
Yes.
call. Your son is in the police station. What to do? Take call, take voice. Exact son's voice. Ki, Papa, transfer this much amount to my. Right now, there is the help of AI.
It is possible.
Because of worries, the intelligence is clouded. Person cannot think. Okay.
So here is also this. Right? Everything, if you analyze, the cause is ignorance. And ignorance is a absence of right knowledge. Ignorance also there is a knowledge. But improper knowledge is ignorance.
Yes.
There is no zero knowledge. Absence of knowledge is not there. Right? Okay? So with this, we are finishing our session on
Wonderful.
science of worries.
Yes.
And you can think over it and learn the gradual lifelong process. I am running my 72. I have not been able to become worry free, let me admit. But I am learning. Right? But
Very fine. And with this, we concluded this session. And now we have.
now, आपको अगर पानी वानी पीना है तो पी लो.
Yes.
We are switching over to another very highly important session. We are taking for the first time.
Wonderful session. Relative and very good.
I am taking this session for the first time in my life. But because there are students from Nalanda University, right? This is their subject. And what Dada Bhagwan has explained about this. Let us see. Right? It's a very interesting topic. We have a small booklet also, which we have given to you. You can explore the subject. Right? Explore the subject.
The core of all the dharmas will be accepted.
Huh?
Core of all the dharmas, core of science, core of everything.
So, truth. When you speak, refer to truth, right? Everybody is in search of truth. And they say life's mission is this search of truth. When you read many books, you'll find Lord Buddha left the kingdom in search of truth. Mahavir, Gandhiji said, truth is God. Correct or not? So everybody is in search of truth. But what is truth? So you learn from enlightened being. Many times truths, your truth and my truth are different and there is a clash. All wars are the result of difference of truths. between true, but both say we are true, right? So Sai Priya, we are taking this session for the first time, especially for you, Nalanda University students, because you have studied this, right? Dada Bhagwan, he had a wonderful quality. He would, I told you, he would never talk unless he is asked. So, if you attend a satsang, which I have attended many satsang assemblies, the questions will come out from different corners and different disciplines. So, because of these qualities, people from varied background used to approach him because he was allowing questions. I was also one of them there because he allows the question I like. Right? So this point let us try to explore in the next 45 minutes. So what is truth? He said there are three types of truth. Generally, we speak there is only one truth. Here the beauty of his darshan. Right? When you say or think or believe that there is only one truth, that itself is untruth. Correct or not? And you're bound to suffer problems. But most of the people, most of the time, think there is only one truth. That itself the reason for all issues. So that is what he is trying to explain us, right? The truth, we think that there are only two things, true and false. The exam में आता है ना ऐसे. Life is not like that, right? Generally, we think whether it is true or it is false. So we navigate the life judging actions as right or wrong, truth and untruth. This is right, this is wrong. True or false. So most of our discussions are like this. The fellow says this is right, you say no, it is not right. But everyday truth varies from person to person. What is truth to a thief is untruth to a judge. See, unless you believe it to be truth, he will not do that. Remember, generally. That thief thinks that, okay, stealing is good, right thing. Then only he is able to steal it. So anybody who is doing anything, he or she thinks it to be a truth. Right? And still it is not, otherwise you will not be punished. But the law punishes. So there is a social truth. There is a legal truth. Right? There is a public policy truth. So many truths. There is geographical truth. One thing which is true is not true in other area. To understand the universe, we must shatter the binary and observe the multiple, he says three, but multiple dimensions of truth. Come, oh, great, great. Oh. Everyone thought he would be able to come. Welcome. Yes. So we are having first time one session we are taking on truth. Truth. These are the students from Nalanda University. So yesterday I thought that since we have some material on truth also, Let us explore. They are already studying it. So you have come very good. He is our close associate of HSRC.
This
Right.
subject is
Sheikh Karatia is a principal of one English medium school. Right? So she is Adrina. Yeah, then you know she is from Indonesia. Rakhi is from Gaya and Sai Priya from Bhopal. These three are students. He is Bhavya. He is from RRU. He is my grandson. All others you know. Right? So we were discussing the truth. There are no two things. We think some things are either true or false. Dada says it is not so. Right? But entire world think whether a thing should be right or wrong, true or false. Dada says it is not so. If you believe it's so, that itself is untruth. Right? And most of our problems are because of, okay, binary. He says, no, either true or false thinking. So, he says there are three things. Okay, untruth or illusion, Pranti. Right? Then relative truth. And one is a absolute truth. Right? Reality operates across three distinct dimensions. That is why he has mentioned this three dimensions. Relative, real, okay. No, asatya, that is mithya. Satya and sat. Right? Illusory truth. Let us use this word. Because you see it, but it is an illusion. And you don't know it is illusion. Right? Right? So, illusion. So, it may not be there. Still you think. Correct? And you see also. Like a dream. It's an illusory truth. It is truth. Because in a dream, if you are running, you will have perspiration, which is true. You will have breathing. Correct? So, it may not non-existent. How does this session help you? Remember, when you are dealing with people, dealing with your, anyway, suppose you are a principal, dealing with various people. So this aspect helps us a lot, I think. Correct. So when somebody is, so it may be a illusion for you and it may be real for you. Right? For him it is a illusory but truth. Illusory for you into bracket. Then nature is void of reality, may not be real. Still you have to accept the mithya, illusory truth also. That he feels it. Correct? Somebody sees a ghost. Right? If he or she knows it is illusion, then she will not be affected. But they are affected. That means the illusory truth. Illusory word is only in bracket.
Yes.
Remember.
Unless the reason is not known.
Right? So void of reality. Pure imagination. It comes out of human mind is capable of imagining anything, any not existing thing. You can imagine and you can visualize also it. Right? As if you are seeing it. Like this it will happen. Remember? Right? And it will give you all sensations. And most of our fears and happiness, they fall in this category. You have heard the fool's paradise? But there is a word called fool's paradise. Fool's paradise. fool's paradise.
Oh,
Foolish people believe it as okay. Tell you so many things. Say, I told you I am an agricultural graduate. Ice cream, there is only ice and there is no cream. Illusory truth. Many ice cream at present, they don't have a fraction of milk. Correct or not? And you say, ice cream. It is a truth, but illusory truth. Many such things, remember, entire market uses this concept, earning billions of dollars. Illusory truth. Making you believe because of your power of imagination, as if it is a truth, and you spend money.
wow.
Right? Okay. If you are able to see through this truth, you will save so much of money in your life. Remember. Okay. That is it's a big different subject, but non-existent, void of reality, your imagination, one being. So they make you imagine. They make you imagine that this is important. They are successfully doing it. Amitabh Bachchan says you buy this. He may not be buying.
Yes, yes.
And you believe, oh, because I bought what Amitabh Bachchan recommended, I am an important person. Everything mithya, illusory. And in the process, you part with the real money. Money is real. Money is not illusory. Most of our life is centered around this illusory truth, illusory happiness generally. Right? So this can be dispelled with logical, impartial thinking, or scientific especially. Science helps us here. At the age of my 40 years, I came to know that most of the ice creams don't have milk. Huh. I never knew this. Okay. Right? Or there will be buffalo on the ice cream advertisement as if it is from the thing. If it is from milk, it will not remain the same. No, it will spoil. Milk can you preserve for long. Ice cream you can preserve for 6 months. Okay. Remember, just is an example. There's n number of items. They are illusory truth or non-existence, void of reality, pure imagination, seeing water in a desert mirage. This is an example in Shastra. This example has been given number of times. And another example is a Rajju Sarpa. You see snake in the rope.
Yes, yes.
दौड़ी में सांप देखा है. Right? Famous example. Right? See, में चांदी दिखती है. So these are the things, right? But just I am laying it to you. Think about it. So much of our truths are this. And now that is moha. Moha means what? Non-existing thing, and you assume happiness in it. That is a illusory truth. And definitely one day you will realize, because nothing will come out of it. Problem is this. Anything imaginary, I imagine that I am a millionaire. I'll realize when my check will bounce from the bank. I don't have balance. So, critically examining our own illusions is a big thing in self-progress. Many are some things which are dragging and they are just leaking our all happiness, money, time, everything. Most of that is wasted in this. And we are the world continuously, especially marketing world in modern day, they try to create illusion after illusion after illusion after illusion.
Yes, yes.
That is the business, which I was also a marketer. We are taught this. Okay. I asked once our boss, okay, we are selling a monopoly item. Still, why are we advertising? He says people feel satisfied. Oh, I have this item. You already have a Godrej fridge, but if you read the Godrej advertisement, you feel, oh, I also bought this. Different, it's such a deep subject. So this one thing, very, very, I like it very much. Everybody has to work on this. Right? Then relative truth. Relative truth is somewhat better, remember. Illusory truth is that ruins our time, money, everything, right? To the extent. But you have to accept it. Because you can't dispel others' illusion. Right? So, under his illusion, you can't break it, no? You have to just know that it is his illusory truth. That's all. Enough. Right? The relative truth is transient. Now, the science behind it is, see, everything in the world except the soul is transient. Everything. You can't stop it. The system of the nature and destructible. Destructible is perishable for the time being. The time being truth. Transient truth is it? True for the time being. Suppose somebody is standing there. Oh, there is a horse in the sky. Horse-shaped cloud may be there. Come, I'll show you. Go and it may not be there. No? Right? So Dada gives a famous example of rainbow. He has written it here. Rainbow is a truth or not? It's a truth. But rainbow, anybody creates?
No.
Is rainbow a rainbow from every corner? It's not there. If you go to the sky to find the rainbow, you won't find, even if you travel by flight. It depends upon certain angle.
42 degrees.
Certain your mist level and so many things. So this is how. Okay. But it is truth. From the point of view of true viewer. And you have to accept, and in your view, it may not be visible. Right? Then dual. In the relative world, people classify it. God doesn't classify, remember. In God's language, there is no good, bad. But in world, definitely it is profit, loss, good, bad, like that, right, wrong. That is the worldly truth. And that you have to accept. See, here accepting means not permanently. You have to agree to it. That is his truth and worldly truth. Right? But it is not going to remain the same because everything in the world is transient, continuously changing. I'll give a funny example. Dada Bhagwan, again. A boy, marriageable boy like him, okay, he was shown one after other girls for marriage, no? He was not selected. Then his daddy complained to Dada. दादा ये लड़का इतनी लड़कियों दिखाई वो हाई नहीं बोलता है दादा के वो बॉय ऑल्सो न्यू दादा वेरी वेल दादा ने कहा कि तुम देखो ऐसी की वैसी रहने वाली हो तो तुम देखा करो इज देयर एनी गर्ल विच विल रिमेन द सेम ऑल थ्रू योर मैरिटल लाइफ देन यू सी nobody is like to remain. It is not possible. Even you will not remain the same. So there is no end. You bring end to this journey, no? Okay. This is how enlightened being they find a solution. Anything will not never remain. You can't do that. Right? So this is the relative time bound. Remember. Right? Society and physical laws, right? Especially food habits, area to area. Some food is good, that may not be good for you, but you can't criticize it because it is their truth. Most of the foods are climatically set. It may be a good food for them. I had to travel a lot when I was in bank, and especially for training, because I was a trainer, I was trained a lot. I traveled a lot for getting my own training. There one of our trainer advised me, because sometime I have to go to South India, sometime North India, things like that. He said, Patel, you eat whatever local food is there. That's all. Delhi food is for Delhi climate. Don't ask for idlis there, he says. And which is Chennai food is Chennai, don't ask roti for that there. Right? So these are the related truths. If you don't know this, you will suffer. Right? Then your legal name, physical body, these are all relative truth. You can't say to Atma, okay, I am Atma. You go to a police station, he says, who are you? I am your soul. He'll send you to mental hospital. No? These are all relative truth. So relative truth is to be accepted even if you are on any level of spiritual development. You can't ignore relative truth, relative cadres, relative designations, relative powers, power structure, power position. You have to value it. ऐसा नहीं कह सकते वो भी आदमी नरेंद्र मोदी is also a man. I am also citizen of India. We are equal. You can't say this, right? So this is how. So many people on the philosophic or spiritual path they forget this and they suffer a lot. So Dada says no. You accept all the three truths and deal accordingly. Knowing in your heart, don't speak out. Don't speak out. Just understand how we should be.
It is for us only.
For us.
Self-development.
Our own understanding and helping you dealing to understand what he says, from which level he is speaking, which platform, right? And which platform you should speak. I remember one incident. Fortunately, God has given me these opportunities. Dada Bhagwan last 2 months, this lady almost full day she was remaining there. Okay. And I was going twice in a day because I had to attend office. But once I was there, a fellow came to Dada's house, which we had gone, that house, okay, 3rd floor. Kaka mane what aapjoge? Really, a fellow of his age came, ke Dada, please vote for me. Really, he was standing in municipal election. Yes. Okay. What is your father's name? He asked. Oh, with your father and I did business. One business we did together as a partner. He never said that I am a Jnani Purush and I don't go for voting and why should I have come? And you don't know me. The world knows me and you don't know. This is how it's a related truth. Immediately. Okay. Instantly. I was so happy and see. This is how you should. Right? So, these are the things. Right? Pay attention. Whole life you have to pay attention to this, both the truths. I will give you the example of Bhagirath. When he was in 1st standard, he came with the result, Daddy, 16th rank. So happily he came. Said, oh great, nobody got this much rank in our family. Right? No? It is a truth. For truth. He has a truth, remember. So don't try to drag the people from illusory truth to real truth or relative truth. That is the case. You have to understand from which angle is speaking. Right? You will be saved from many problems. Right? Most of our problems are then ultimately comes which is we call the people, Mahavir, Buddha, they are in search of this truth, which is a eternal truth. In most of the world is not in search of absolute truth. So don't deal with them with absolute truth of course. You will create a problem and your dealing is untrue. Right? Eternal, indestructible, non-dual, right? Unchanging, divine, okay, at the core of your soul. That is it. Because that is the only thing which is non-transient. Everything else you have to accept that they are transient by nature. By nature. Right? This helps us a lot in our life.
The irony of the nature is what? It drives from this, the last one, Sat. Nature drives us from this truth only.
Right? So nature knows everything, but we have to, as human being, especially. Right? And enlightened beings are expert in this. Right. So they are always remain blissful because they understand at what level they have to interact. Okay. And we forget. Relative truth is a constructed market of opinions and vested values. Now, worldly truth we are talking. We have talked enough about the imaginary truth, illusory truth. But here is a local beliefs, relative truth, worldly truth. Let us use this word. The constructed market of opinion, public opinion. It is public opinion is hardly a durable truth. It keeps on changing. You know, all fashions are repeated after 50 years. Because there is nobody living. No youth lives beyond 50 years. Youthfulness doesn't remain. So they forget. They think this is a new fashion. But if you are knowing the history, you'll find this fashion was already there before 50 years. Right? So it is a market of opinions. Creating the opinions also. People create the opinion. Marketers. Right? They create. And wasted values. Wasted, they waste the value. Waste means double. This is wasting. Putting a value. Putting a value. And diamond. You see, diamond, it is a wasted value. Gold has a scarcity value. You can't eat gold. Diamond is very much wasted value. You ask the price. Different people will quote different prices. Hardly any standard. There are diamond merchants are the most rich person in the world. Because you can quote anything depending on the fellow's buying ability, and that fellow will buy. Right? So you have to tell, if you run behind these wasted values, you will be in trouble. Most of the people run behind these wasted values. Right? And public opinions, because public think is good, it may not be right, remember. Oh, most of the public is not logical. They are imitative. They just imitate. Right?
So that you used the word mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. Right? Mass hysteria can be created. Right? And that is used in all cinema and everything. You see, it is properly used. The hero is so and so bicycle, and everybody will go for that bicycle. This will happen. So,
There is one phrase, no? Crowd does not have brain.
Crowd
does not have brain.
Crown is brainless.
Even if crowd contains the scientist or whosoever the person.
So, ignorance, scarcity, not intrinsic utility. But people borrow money, use credit cards. They buy I'm a banker, I'm telling you. Or business thrives on these people. They borrow. I will finance you. You want to go Bali? State Bank will finance. Right. Will finance. because his salary is credited into our account. What is wrong? What is wrong? But we charge 15% interest. This is how. Okay, that you have to think about it. Okay, the price may not be indicating the value. Wow. Price and value are different. You may be paying for the things which have no value. So this is how ignorance. So if this much is clear, you will be financially also independent. Right? It's very, very useful. But you do it. I remember my father, he was almost free from this. Right? Let me quote one incident. We had a marriage in our family. Now in marriage, right? My cousin brother. They had no gold, I tell you frankly. In marriage, you require gold or not? You have to take some gold ornament to the bride. Generally, in our community displayed, everybody sees.
Gold is given.
Right? And my father was in charge. So he frankly told the other party that we are unable to bring any gold. What happened on the other side? There were marriage of two sisters. One sister coming to our family, other to other sister. Then there will be competition, no? Who brings more gold? Oh, yeah, right? Huh? So my father frankly told, because other party was related to him also. Okay. We will not be able to bring any gold. Only our bridegroom earns 1 tola of gold every month. It was his salary at that time. This much we can tell you, but at present we don't have any gold. And the fellow married without gold. Right? So he said, nothing happened. But that kind of courage, you see, that kind of crossing over the public opinion. Right? Otherwise, you would have borrowed money, sold something like that. No? So, scarcity illusion, you know, this copper is useful, still cheaper. Gold, no use, still costly. So, when you are running behind certain things, you have to think about this. Otherwise, you will be putting your family into unnecessary. Right? So, copper and the gold, yes, diamond, you gave the example, Adina. They are wasted values, believed values by the society, by the contemporary times. Right? Sometimes for right reasons, sometimes without reason. Sometimes for right reasons also. You say Narendra Modi says, right? Sri Dhanya. No? Millets. The millets, but he is right. Here he is telling right. But because people did not value the millets were sold at 20 rupees a kilo. The same millets are now sold at 100 rupees a kilo. Because people did not have these wasted values. And he was successful. People respect him. So they accepted this in the process. So it has all both ways, no? But generally, wasted values you have to be screen it through your logic and everything. Don't believe because your daddy is telling or granddaddy is telling. May not be there. Or the society is telling or the advertisers are telling. No? So truth changing by observer to a butcher, yes. So everybody, what he says is true for him. And you are not the reformer. So let it go. If you want to live happily in the world, unless the other party is in your charge and they ask you. Otherwise, let it go. So it may not be feasible for that fellow, and you will be in the process hurting him.
Yes.
This hurting also the person, that perspective shift is not possible many times. So both are relative, merely temporary societal concepts. They are social truth, not the ultimate reality. And many times we do this in the process of giving some knowledge. It's not required. Dada says, you scold a child of a 1-year-old child, you scold. Why are you not wearing any clothes? It is untruth. For him, wearing a clothes or not wearing doesn't matter. This is truth. Correct or not? So like that. Right? Very good. So yeah, just a minute. Dangerous misconception that the physical world is an illusion. You see in the Shastra also, the world is an illusion. Jagat Mithya, Brahma Santya.
It is again illusion.
Right? So Dada says it was told by great guru like Shankaracharya to his chosen disciples who were mendicants to keep them away from the worldly mirage of moha. Not to you. You are a married fellow. For you, Jagat is not Mithya. If he doesn't go for job tomorrow, what will happen? Jagat is Mithya. Immediately the world will give you a reaction. So this has to be understood in certain perspectives, but in the process, so many people are misled. It is right, but for whom and in what condition and what path? Your truth as you progress changes. As your view changes, if you are climbing a hill, your view changes and accordingly your truth changes. But that is not to be applied at every level.
Yes.
This is happening. I have seen many people on spiritual path, they are applying wrong truth. What is supposed to be done or thought by sannyasi, they think being a householder. They ruin their life. Similar is true about sannyasi also. Sannyasi, okay, trying to live like a householder, they are also ruining their sannyas. So the world is an active mechanism, reality. And Dada says, you go to the shop, you say, world is mithya, give me something. He will give you. For him, money is really real. So, this is the case. Okay, relative truth, one has to understand. Then, true illusions do not react. The relative world enforces. In relative world, if you don't behave in a relative truth, you will get the reaction immediately. Right? And you will suffer pain, anger, everything you will suffer. Remember. That truth, that is not truth. So you have to know both relative and real truth. And real truth within your heart, relative outside. Both way, then you can progress happily live in the life. Right? So if you strike a wall, it doesn't complain. But if you strike a person, immediately. Right? Through words or actually. Or if it is a wall, wall belongs to somebody, that somebody will bang you because there is ownership. Right? So this is how we have to understand. So many spiritual persons will find they are harassed a lot in their life because of ignoring the relative or discard. So Dada says ultimately, this I am going to cover tomorrow in the seminar. So we are not doing. The permanent truth are only, he says, 6 things in the world which remain unchanged. One is the soul itself, Chaitanya. Other is the sky,
Space.
space,
Yes.
space. Then time. Time is flowing, but time is constant also there. For your dealing, you decide time. Time otherwise is time. But for dealing, you cannot do it. You have to segregate into fractions. Then sthiti sahaya. there is a world full of that which make the things stop. And the gati side of the things, enabling the things to move. Right? So, and matter. Because of matter, visible things are formed. Right? So these are the permanent truths.
Those two Gati Sayak and Sthiti Sayak, right? Simultaneously cannot be happening as per the Heisenberg. Principle of Heisenberg, if you know about. So everything is, whatever the principle already is there.
Yes, there.
These people are just deriving and just serving us in a different form.
Yes, different words may be there. So human awareness synthesized through the exact interaction of intense, so bhav and matter. Accordingly, body is created, body comes into existence. All those things, the theory of karma, but all those 6 elements and your consciousness bhav, that will make the invisible matter into a visible thing. So your shape, body, height, everything. Okay. That we have a separate session in seminar. So we'll cover that. So, truthfulness. The worldly virtues organize society, but they cannot put the transition to absolute liberation. So, in the world also, you have to relatively behave, accepting the relative truth, right? So, truthfulness is true. You go to court, right? Then Dada says, if you go by lawyer's advice, not your truth. The way you speak is to be as per the law. Correct? Otherwise, there is no need for lawyer, Speak the truth. It should be lawyer's truth.
So it's again related.
Correct? These practical examples. So, truthfulness, non-violence, charity, these are the really world qualities. But sometimes, if over insistence, you bind a lot of karmas. Because you are damaging some people. Many examples. Then it may be a true thing. Right? So, but in the society, certain truths are issue Mahavrata and Anuvrata. Mahavrata are for sadhus. If you try to enforce them on householders, what will happen? It is truth, but truth for whom? Like them. So many times you end up in making some blunder in this case, and think that we are doing some truth thing. We are serving the truth. It may not be true. Okay. So like that, like some celibate person is preaching the householder. Why should you go to them? The fellow doesn't have the experience of parallel life. What kind of advice you will get? Correct or not? What he speaks is true from his side. So from where you have to take the advice also you have to know. Right? Otherwise you will get some wrong knowledge or right knowledge for a wrong person. Like this Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya, Shankaracharya says to his sannyasis, not to you, and you pick up it. And you are in trouble and you throw your family into trouble. Right? And Shankara was all right. You see, he went to his mother against all odds. Sannyasi cannot go to his house, but he went, attended her funeral. Correct or not? He knew it, but people don't know it. So, non-violence belonging strictly to non-violence also. Okay, too much of non-violence creates violence. Right? It happens. If you behave totally non-violently with the violent people, what happens? Pakistan is created.
The soldiers will decide that I
Right.
want to follow non-violence. What will happen to the
Huh.
country?
Right? So it is, the truth is like this. So, worldly truth and real identity. Accordingly, you have to manage. So, world certified, we have to be heaven. That is, we know it. But sometimes some people may forget and they will receive the banging in the world. And if you know all these three and keep anchored into the Sat permanent truth, then it brings Satchidanand, which we are selling. Satchidanand, Jai Satchidanand. Right? With the last slide. Okay. So that is how, okay, but they're accepting all these three truths. Wonderful, I tell you. Right? So now,
Okay, sir.
thank you very much. I think we are on time.
Yes, yes.
Parne Ugantri. So you want to say something? Yeah, that's something. Just 5 minutes after Rushik Napier.
Yes, yes.
He is associated. You tell your experience. ઋષિકભાઈ તમે અનુભવ કહો તમારો 5 વર્ષથી છો આ તમે આ સંસ્થા સાથે જોડાયેલા લગભગ 5 થયા